The most common myth that we come across in our work are companies that don't believe they're doing anything clever enough to warrant an R&D tax relief claim. And that's because they're really comfortable with what they do, they're experts in their field, they've been doing it for such a long time that they don't think there's anything special about it. Our job is to help companies like that identify what is special about it in order to encourage them to make a claim. And we do that by pointing out other claims we've made in the same sector of those businesses and encourage them to think of the output of what they do rather than their understanding of the technical skill set required to support a claim. Another common myth that we come across is companies that think you can't make an R&D tax relief claim unless you've developed something brand new, a new product, a new process that's never been invented before or deployed before. And that's definitely not the case. Quite a lot of the claims that we get involved with are for incremental changes and enhancement, changes in processes, things that lead to greater productivity, greater efficiency, less waste. Quite often we'll make claims for companies who are joining together several different and disparate software packages in order to make one business process that supports all of the IT within their company. So there are many ways that we can help you identify whether or not there's any activity going on in your business that would qualify for R&D tax relief. So a lot of our clients, when we first meet them, are sceptical about R&D tax relief because it sounds too good to be true. The truth is that it's a tax relief that's meant to encourage small businesses to take risks. The idea is that if you're doing something or you're encouraged to do something that might help the fortunes of the nation in some small part, that if you get a tax break to help you to do it, you're more likely to do it. And as a result, thousands of companies all over the country are contributing to innovation, scientific and technological advances that bring the general understanding of how we deploy this in our daily work across the whole nation. It is true that there is a process to go through. HMRC are not just giving money away to people who apply on a form, but we're experts in that process and we can very quickly guide you to work out whether or not there is a claim to be made in the first place. And we have a really efficient process to take you through to making the claim and being successful. One of the most frustrating things that we deal with when we're engaging with clients is when we talk to technical people who don't think they've done anything clever enough to warrant a claim. And whilst it's true that they are immersed in their own technical speciality, we've got a really good perspective over a wide range of industries that make it much easier for us to determine whether or not you're doing something that warrants a claim or not. So a 15-minute phone call is all that it's going to take for us to help you determine whether you're doing anything that qualifies for an R&D tax relief claim. And because we've got a 100% record, once we decide to take it on, we're going to succeed. Another thing our clients are worried about is what they perceive to be the inordinate amount of time it might take to put the detail for a claim together. So that's why we've developed a really optimized process, which if our customers do as we ask them to do, will only take about a day of their combined resources within their business to make a claim. We spend a lot of time refining this process so that you don't have to spend a lot of time digging into detail. There is no requirement for forensic analysis of invoices, of costs and details and things like that. So all we would say is if you follow our process, then the amount of time that you have to put into this is optimized. We manage the process for you. That includes putting the claim together, validating it with you, and if there are any queries from HMRC about the claim, we deal with that on your behalf. Another myth that we have to deal with on quite a regular basis is a legitimate concern for business owners that if they do something that gets them tax relief, that somehow HMRC will feel compelled to visit them for a tax inspection. So when we started our business, we used to say there's no reason why they should do that. And now 300 successful claims later, we can't think of a single case in which one of our clients has had a tax inspection as a result of making an R&D claim. So that's another myth we can help you dispel and another barrier to stop you making a claim that may realise substantial income for your company. One of the problems with the myths is that they stop companies making legitimate claims. And so although last year there were 22,000 SMEs who made R&D tax relief claims netting £1.3 billion, that 22,000 is about 1 in 8 companies who could make a legitimate claim. So there are loads of companies out there, like yourself, who talk themselves out of doing anything, who believe the myths and don't proceed to a claim. So that's why we're here to help. If you want to know more about some of the myths that surround R&D tax relief claims, there's a link at the end of this video to our website.